Greetings, this is Bryan Alexander, and this is my latest Trump and Academia of Log report. If you're new to this series, these videos are where I summarize what the Trump administration has been doing to higher education and how academics have responded. Here are the latest developments since the last video, as of today, April 28th, 2025. I've organized items into two categories today. First, actions on the federal level, then college and university responses. There'll be copious links in the show notes, including a link to the playlist for all episodes in this series. Let's begin at the federal level. An executive order aimed at disparate impact liability will, among other things, limit people's ability to file lawsuits over discrimination. The Department of Education's anti-DEI policies ran into legal blocks as New Hampshire and Maryland federal judges found that, quote, plaintiffs in the two separate lawsuits were likely to succeed in proving that the February 14th Dear Colleague letter violated procedural standards and the First Amendment, unquote. Deportations and visa revocations of international students continued until a sudden turnaround. According to the Inside Higher Ed Tracker, as of last Thursday, quote, over 280 colleges and universities have identified 1,800 plus international students and recent graduates who had had their legal status changed by the State Department, unquote. According to the Chronicle of Higher Education's account, quote, more than 4,700 students saw their immigration status terminated in the first 2 weeks of April, unquote. Yet last Friday, ICE changed course, restoring some student statuses on the Student Exchange and Visitor Information System. It is too late for some, as, according to the Chronicle, some of these students have already left the country. A Georgetown academic managed to visit the detained Badr Khan-Suri, who described himself as advocating for a political response guided by Gandhi's principles. From his account, quote, the first 10 days in Texas were a nightmare. He was forced to sleep on the floor of a communal room with a TV blaring nonstop and the lights on 24/7. He got little sleep during this time. Now he is in a general dormitory, but he has been designated a high-risk detainee. A dark red prison outfit is the required attire. He is entitled to a mere 2 hours of fresh air per week. There are gangs in the prison, and the high-carb diet he is fed has exacerbated his health issues. His pleas for medical attention have gone unanswered, unquote. In previous videos, I paused to read the names of academics seized or threatened deportation by these offices. The names of people like Rasha Alaway, Yunsei Chung, Alariza Derudi, Dokugang Gonaidan, Mahmoud Khalil, Lekha Kordia, Rumesa Ozturk, Ksenia Petrova, Ranjani Srinivasan, Badr Khan-Suri, Momudu Tal. It looks like there will soon be too many of these to read out loud, but hopefully things have turned around. At the levels of state and local governments, the interim Washington, D.C. attorney, Ed Martin, whom we've previously noted as sending challenging letters to scholarly journals, has now questioned the Wikimedia Foundation's legal status. Martin makes the following complaints, quote, Wikipedia is allowing foreign actors to manipulate information and spread propaganda to the American public. Information received by my office demonstrates that Wikipedia's informational management policies benefit foreign powers, unquote. There's a link to an account of that, as well as the letter itself in the show notes. Now let's turn to academic reactions. There's been a lot of academic silence in response to the Trump administration's actions, as well as silence from academically adjacent people and enterprises. But there is also protest, there is also resistance, and there have been actions. The Wall Street Journal reported that a group of 10 elite universities has formed a collective opposition to the Trump administration. From the article, quote, the group comprises figures at the highest levels, including individual trustees and presidents. Maintaining close contact, they have discussed red lines they won't cross in negotiations, and have gamed out how to respond to different demands presented by the Trump administration. And the universities want to make sure that other schools don't go so far as to strike deals that create a worrisome precedent that others would be under pressure to follow, said the people familiar with the effort, unquote. The report did not name names, although specified the institutions were largely in blue states. Under the header of digital projects, Georgetown law students launched a crowdsourced spreadsheet tracking individual law firms' responses to the Trump administration. We have a link to a story about that, as well as a link to the spreadsheet itself in the show notes. To summarize, the Trump administration is continuing to go after higher education through multiple government offices and in many ways, from funding cuts, deportations, and interfering in several universities' autonomy. Academics are feeling impacts across the nation and elsewhere in the world. Members of the American academic community are starting to react in public, from issuing statements and holding demonstrations to filing lawsuits. There is also private action going on behind closed doors. Deportations of students have taken a step back, but it is unclear how they proceed now. I still can't believe I have to say some students are in federal custody, while others are in hiding from authorities, but that is where we still are in April 2025. I hope this video summary has been of use to you. Please share your thoughts, additions, and other reactions in the comment box below. If you don't feel you can comment publicly, please reach out to me directly through the contact link at the end of today's show notes. Given the pace of events, I'm trying to post these videos more frequently. This is a rough, dark time for those of us in higher education. It seems likely to keep going and getting worse. I hope we can help each other out and fight. Please take care, everyone.